Straw Hut Media.
Oh, matcha cam. What's up, guys? It's the Jordyn Jones Podcast. Happy Wednesday. Today's my birthday, March 13th. Yeah. I am pre-recording this episode, but for you guys, it is my birthday. I'm 24 years old today. I actually think that age sounds old to me. There's no more excuses. 23 is still like you're a little young. Oh, you didn't do this. She's kind of young. Oh, you made that mistake. But now there's no more excuses. I have always been the type of person to almost like use your age as an excuse is what I'm saying. Whatever. And like I said, no more excuses. 24 is a big girl grown age. It's not even a girl anymore. I'm like literally a woman. This is the woman age. I was trying to buy a purse and my assistant was like, no, that's 221 vibes. You're like a woman now. Like, I don't think you should buy that purse. She's like, do you want to be 12 forever? And I'm like, yes. I feel like I'm going to be dressing differently and acting differently the year of really becoming a woman. Becoming a woman year. Love it. And in this episode today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 24 things I've learned for my 24th birthday. I've seen this trend on TikTok. Yeah, I think it's really good. I'm still obviously learning and trying to put these into motion, some of them, you know what I mean? Really live by them. But this is also just my advice to you guys. Whether you're 24 or 16, maybe if I would have heard some of this when I was 16, I wouldn't have been all crazy. So let's get right into my list. Today, we're on my phone. The iPad is gone. First one, family is irreplaceable. Cherish every moment with them. I've literally talked about this a million times. I've lost my dad, and it really makes you realize how important and how much family time really means to me, especially. I'm really close with my family. Every time I'm like in Michigan and I'm in my room for 20 minutes, I'll like be down on myself because I'll never get these 20 minutes back. Like, why am I not hanging out with my mom? Why am I leaving the house to go to Starbucks or get lunch? Why am I not really enjoying and spending time with them? Because, you know, my Michigan family lives in Michigan and I don't really see them a lot. I work, they work, everyone's schedules get busy. But when you see them, I just want you to cherish your moments with them. She has now found the window and it is so precious. She's looking out the window. We'll also insert our matcha cam in this episode at some points, so you guys will be able to see her, because I know you guys love the matcha cam. But yeah, that's definitely number one. And I really do this, but I'm still always trying to do it more and better and really cherish every moment. Next one. True friends are rare. Hold on to them tightly. You know, I've moved a lot and I have also changed careers, and I used to be in dance, so all my friends were dance friends and I saw them at the dance studios every day. And then I started singing and I wasn't at the dance studio, so I couldn't see like my dance friends a lot. And then I made singer friends and I started hanging out with like older people and like my team because I would see them every day. My friends were like my manager and stylist. They have really been with me from the beginning. And then I have my longtime friends like Stevie and Lily. Lily lives in Vegas, but every time I see her, we didn't miss anything. We didn't miss a beat. And Stevie's like my older sister, not even like a friend at this point. In LA, I catch myself hanging out with temporary people and people who want something from you or like, you know, using you. And like I have also a lot of like my boyfriend's friends now. I don't even know, like Pilates friends. I have a lot of different groups, and I definitely know who my true friends are, and I will literally do anything for them. And I think that it's very important to always have your little rock solid group, whether you have a couple that you're in or like one strong group. I just think that it's very important and hard to come by these days. So cherish and hold on to your true friends dearly. But Matcha's like my best friend. She's so much more fun to hang out with. You know what I mean? My mom, she's like, I don't want to leave the house. I have 6 dogs and 6 cats. It's like all you ever need. I never thought like that until I had a cat. She's the best. She's my best friend. Next one. Self-respect is non-negotiable. Never compromise it for anyone. This I'm still learning. People say it's a Pisces thing. I'm not trying to be that person. I'm kind of like a people's person. I do not like to upset people. I am the person to walk on eggshells and then be the glue to the family and to watch out for everyone else. And I know it's a good thing, but in some aspects about the self-respect part, it is hard. Most of the time, I'm such the person to be like, oh yeah, I'll do that for you, and making everyone else okay so that I'm not. And I'm trying to work on that because I should be more selfish in that way and have more self-respect. But it's hard for me to do because my whole life has kind of just been like, Jordyn's the glue. And if I'm not like putting the pieces back together, even if I don't agree with, the fight going on in the family, it's not worth it for me to say my opinion or to take a side or to just get out of it because like self-respect and why am I dealing with this? But that's just what I do. And that's one example. Next. Relationships should add value to your life, not detract from it. I love this one. I think it's very important. I think it goes for friendships and relationships. If it's not building you and uplifting you, it is totally bringing you down and it will hurt your mental health and make you like insecure and basically everything negative. Again, like with friendships. One of my friends is having like a huge issue with one of her childhood best friends right now, who's kind of like bringing her down and kind of being toxic. I know she's been in your life forever, but like you cannot be talked to like that. In my opinion, you should say like, this friendship has come to an end. Some people you have to cut off no matter the term of the friendship and the relationship. It comes to a point where, it is toxic and you have to get out. If it's not making me happy and I'm not making him happy, it's just not progressing in a good way on the uphill. It's not sustainable. Everything obviously has its ups and downs. Don't get me wrong, friendships, relationships, everything. But when you know in your heart and you have that little question, like, should I still be with them? Should I still be their friend? The answer is probably no. And trust your intuition, trust your gut. I think that one's important. So I wanted to add that one. Next one. Happiness comes from within. Prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. We've kind of already talked about that, but I think that happiness is so important. And I think a lot of people nowadays are not happy. And you control your life. It's your life. You have to just do what you want. You have to have the heart to say no to certain things. Happiness does come from within. And it's all about you and yourself and what makes you happy. At the end of the day, all you got is you, and you have to make yourself happy, and you have to create a life that you want to have. Next one. Right, Matcha? Embrace vulnerability. It leads to deeper connections. I love this one, and this also makes me think of when I met my boyfriend and when we started talking. You're just having so much fun. You're out late and you're making each other laugh constantly and you're getting to know the person. But then 2, 3, 4 weeks in, you kind of get into that family talk and, what has happened to you in life, stories about your dads and brothers and everything. You really start to open up to the person, and that's when everyone falls in love. I remember it was that night, it was sitting on my bed. He is a very private person. When he was just opening up to me, I literally was, I'm all yours. I just wanted to hug him and love him. You know what I mean? Yeah, we relate to so many things. And I think that that's really important. As soon as we were vulnerable and we both shared our little stories and kinks. Well, wait, not like that. What quirks? Kinks and corks. That would be funny. That we shared we were vulnerable for sure. That is not what I meant to say. And that did not happen that night. But yeah, so yeah. Next one. Failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone to growth and success. I've literally had to learn this lesson so many times in life. There's just been one thing after another, I feel with my career, singing, dancing, modeling, a girl group, dance moms. I got kicked off of the AUDC I got 5th. So technically to a lot of people and to me at the time, I was I failed. I didn't win. My career is over. I got eliminated. My biggest dream right after that show, my Instagram career blew up and I hit 1 million followers. I got brand deals on brand deals, and I got so many different opportunities to be on other shows, and everyone would come up to me saying I was their favorite. I loved you in Asia. Without that like first failure in my career, I literally wouldn't be where I was today. So because I learned that so early on, I really like take that with me in every little chapter of my life. So I definitely think that this is very true. And you want a belly rub? When I show them how you like your belly rub? Oh my goodness, Matcha. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, take risks. They often lead to the most rewarding experiences. I love that one. I feel like that's similar to kind of what I just said, because like the AUDC thing, I didn't even want to be on that show. Everyone told me it was a reality show, and my mom and I just didn't want to do it. And they kept on emailing and getting us Zoom classes and saying like, oh, you're going to win the show. You're going to have the biggest suite. Like, don't even worry about it. And then we're like, okay, like, get it, Matcha. You get that button. And yeah, we honestly took the risk going on that show. And yeah, like the last question, I wouldn't be where I was today without that. So I have been taking risks since 13. No one says that. Since 97. All right, next one. Invest in self-care. Physical, mental, and emotional health are more important than you think. Spend alone time with yourself and get your laundry put away. Invest in those like skincare products, those massages, because your back is in so much pain and you just need to relax. Even a night in the bath. A lot of people nowadays especially are going to therapy. It's just becoming so much more talked about, and I love that. I am not personally in therapy, but I've literally thought about it the entire year. I should probably just do it. It's just really important, because if you feel good, you look good, or if you look good, feel good, and if everything like comes from the inside out. Yeah, just wanted to mention that, to definitely invest and understand that self-care is important, and it should never be like I don't have time or anything like that, because you should always make time for yourself and your self-care. Set boundaries. They are essential for maintaining healthy relationships. Very important. A lot of people know this. Basically, everyone knows this. It is very important to set boundaries. What you are okay with, what you are not okay with, non-negotiables that you have, and always like speak your truth. I am like still working on this and doing this like every day. I am kind of, like I said, like the people pleaser kind of type, but I know that I should be setting more boundaries and speaking my mind. So I'm doing that in 2024. Next. Practice gratitude daily. It shifts your perspective and cultivates contentment. I'm such a manifestation person and such a affirmations person. We've talked about this so many times on the podcast, so I won't get too into that, but definitely just try to uplift and talk good or speak good about yourself and the things around you and life and the world, and fake it till you make it. Next one. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. My dad would always say, what are they going to do? Take away your birthday? And that's always stuck with me. I'm always in the store and I'm always looking for the salesperson or like the team member to, where's this? Even though like I can just like look it up online nowadays and see what aisle things are in. But I always ask for help. Literally in every day of my life, I ask someone for help. Whether it's like their opinion on like this or that, or I don't know how to file this document, anything. I'm always the person to ask for help. So I definitely do this one. I do it. I promise. Next one. Learn to forgive. Holding on to grudges only weighs you down. Very, very important. Everyone knows this. It's so easy to be petty and to hold grudges and to just cut off people. And sometimes you do have to kind of let go and say, you did this, this, and this. And I wanted to let you know how it made me feel. They'll say, I'm sorry. And you say, I forgive you. Sometimes it's got to happen. This happens years later sometimes, where the person's like, I'm really sorry for just basically never speaking to you again. I just saw this photo of you and I wanted to let you know I'm really sorry for not speaking to you for so long. I just wanted to make sure like you're good. And I feel like this happens, like I said, a lot. And even if it's for them, sometimes you forgive people for them. And then like you learn to forgive and forget. Some people are like, Forgive, but never forget. What's the point? Next, pursue your passions relentlessly. They are the fuel for your soul. Again, we've talked about this on the podcast, how I want to get back into dancing and other things like that. So I'll just leave it at that. But it's very important to keep you happy doing what makes you happy. So definitely don't, just drop things out of your life. And it's also good for you to be like dancing or running and working out and stuff like that. So next one, comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on your own journey. This is very true. With social media nowadays, it's so easy to compare and Facetune or look at what your friends are doing and wearing and how much they're spending and where they live and what car they have. And at the end of the day, only your life matters to you and what you're doing. Don't get too caught up in anything these days and just do what makes you happy and wear what you like. Post the picture that you like. You don't have to ask all of your friends. Just be you, be yourself. And that's the most important thing that you can do. Surround yourself with positive influences. They shape your mindset and outlook. Oh, we've talked about this too on the podcast. I think that was like literally episode 1 or 2 about how your friends really shape your relationships and who your partner surrounds themselves with. Surrounding yourself with good people, you're going to be a good person. Surround yourself with, 5 smokers, you'll be the 6th. Surround yourself with 5 hippies, you'll be a hippie. Surround yourself with all grandmas, you're going to turn into a grandma. I'm just kidding. But it is very true. And this is definitely a known thing. Next, celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Every step forward is progress. I love this one. I'm definitely the type to I did this, I'm going to go get a Pizookie. I did this, I deserve this. I am really big on accomplishments, and even with my friends, I like to celebrate everyone's accomplishments, especially myself. Even Matcha, when it's her birthday, she gets special things because it's an accomplishment, right, Matcha? You got older. With my boyfriend, he's helping me set up my desk and my Twitch and all my setup, and he's going to watch my cat while I'm gone, and I'm rewarding him because I'm thankful. Thank you for doing all of this for me. I'm just going to do something nice for you that you've been wanting to do. The reward thing, it is also kind of you do to your children. You've been good, you got good grades. It's been around forever, and I am definitely a believer in achievements to other people are thank you for doing this. I'm going to send you flowers. Same thing with me, oh, you helped me out. You set me up with your financial advisor. Here's flowers. I don't know. I'm a gifts person. I'm a gift giver. It's my love language. I like to show appreciation to people, and I like to celebrate my own accomplishments and other people's accomplishments. Next one. We're getting close, guys. This is number 18. Listen to your intuition. It's often your wisest guide. We kind of talked about this before. This one's strictly about your intuition. Yeah, it is true. It always ends up being right. I guess I wouldn't say always. More times than not, your intuition is right. It is your intuition for a reason. It's a very good termination factor in my life. So, yeah. Cultivate resilience. Life is full of challenges, but you are stronger than you know. This is definitely really important and good to mention. Still working on this in life, but definitely wanted to mention that because, things can just be thrown at you and everything could be going wrong, but you got it. Embrace change. It's the only constant in life. Isn't that crazy to think about? Everything's always changing. I even think 999 has something to do with that. I haven't read about that in 8 years because I got the tattoo 7 years ago probably. Yeah, I should probably be really researching that first. But everything can be a new beginning, and at the time I feel change is so scary and so unknown, but everyone can agree that most of the time it's a good thing and something that was maybe needed that you never even saw that you needed. So, yeah. Practice empathy. Understanding others enriches your own life. I think empathy is less talked about than it should be and less taught. It doesn't happen as much as it should. People really need to put other people's feelings and emotions and mind sometimes into consideration. I just think that is something that we all need to work on every single day. That's something that I'm definitely working on too, but it's definitely more important than we think it is, and we should do more often. So this is 22. Take time to disconnect and recharge. It's essential for balance. Definitely important. Most of us don't do this anymore because our phones are like constantly on. They're constantly in our hand. Like we can't even go to the bathroom without our phone, I swear, nowadays. And if I'm not like on my phone, I'm like playing Xbox, I'm looking at another screen. I'm looking at my laptop, I'm posting a podcast. Always like phone, screen, tablet, Xbox, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like it's always important to just put it away, whether it's 5 minutes, 5 hours, or 5 days, or a whole week retreat. You know, we should try to do small things every day to just disconnect and recharge, like I said. All right, keep learning and growing. Knowledge is power and curiosity fuels progress. This is so important. I'm really trying to like get back into and like reading, especially. I have not read a book up until like 6 months ago in so long. People are going back to school and I don't want to stop learning. I didn't really realize that until like about a year ago. I still want to learn so many things, whether it's like about a passion, history, or literally anything, relationships, mind, psychological things, even about like medicine and things that are good for you, things that are bad for you, food. I don't even know. I just want to be learning something new all the time. And last one is to remember to love yourself. You are worthy of love and respect always. That's a good way to end the podcast today. Thank you guys so much for all the birthday wishes, first of all, and supporting the podcast. Yeah, let me know down in the comments on YouTube some things that you've learned in your life or that you're working on. And also follow us on Spotify Podcasts and Apple Podcasts. I'll see you guys next Wednesday with a new episode, and I will be 24 officially that time. Bye!
You've been listening to the Jordyn Jones Podcast. Jordyn's passion is to inspire, relate, and give you that much-needed one-hour escape from life's everyday struggles. Your family, and we're so glad you're here. Make sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, find us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Jordyn Jones. Jordyn. This production is brought to you by Straw Hut Media, hosted by Jordyn Jones, produced by Ryan Tillotson, edited by Daniel Ferreira. Additional production help by Carolyn Mendoza, Ali Ahmed, and Samir Gonchi. Keep shining bright like the diamond you are, and see you next time on the Jordyn Jones Podcast.